to the Daddy-Daughter Cooking Show. We're making French onion soup with cheese baguettes.
Croutons?
Crouton, yeah. Or using baguette.
So what do we have as ingredients?
We have a baguette / a sword, a weapon. We have
4 large onions, 3 tablespoons of
butter. You can see this food.
Some flour, some thyme. Take your time.
We're gonna take care of this thyme.
We're taking our time.
So that we don't have to go to the store to buy more time. Beef, broth.
Water, salt.
Fat-free.
And we have cheese. So first things first, we gotta put this butter in there. You unwrap it and drop it in there. Then we gotta cut these onions up.
It's sticky because it's room temperature.
Yeah, it'll melt faster. You want to cut your onions thick, like about
that thing.
That thick. You stir it around constantly with the spurtle until it melts.
It's melting.
This soup goes pretty quick. The longest thing you have to do is cook the onions. You caramelize them.
It's almost all the way cooked.
Okay, let's go ahead and put some in. I feel like 4 onions might be too many.
Doesn't the recipe call for 4 onions?
Yeah, they'll cook down a little bit.
True. Also, it's French onion. It has onion in the name. I have it.
So we're gonna split them up.
Can't really see it that well, but there's onions in there.
Split them up. Let's get a little bit more butter. I don't think that's enough. Get the butter over there.
In the fridge.
Nope, in the butter tin.
In the butter tin.
Okay, butter tin. Put another, that's a tablespoon about.
Look at the spurtle.
So we're up to 4.
That's fine.
We'll leave this onion aside.
Hey, move. I gotta get the butter down.
This is gonna take about 30 minutes to cook them down. So we'll be right
Back.
back.
Okay, update time.
Update time. Onions are still cooking.
For you, probably not even a second, because you're just gonna edit these together. But for us, it's been like 5 minutos.
5 minutos.
Minutos.
What'd you say about layers?
Onions have layers. I feel like we might get copyrighted now.
Who says that?
Shriek.
Shriek?
Yeah, Shriek. He's like, onions have layers.
Okay, let's turn it up a little bit. It's like the fire.
Fire.
Okay, be back in a little bit. Peace.
Bye.
Meanwhile, we're gonna what?
Fry the onions.
And?
Grate in the cheese. Grate the cheese.
Okay, what kind of cheese is it?
I forgot the name.
I think it's pronounced Gruyere. It's French. Those French people are weird, but it's Gruyere. 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 You need to grate quite a bit up, like a 1/4 cup or something. We'll start with that block and we have more. Just be careful with your knuckles when you're doing it. If you run your knuckles across the grate board, guess what's gonna get grated?
You.
Lily. We don't want Lily in the soup.
Blood.
Alright, check back in a minute.
Now I know why people spend so much time on spending money on already grated cheese. I thought it would be really fun. It's not.
Is it hard work?
Yeah. Daddy had to take over the rest.
Anything that's worth doing is a little hard, right?
Yeah.
If it was easy, nobody would do it. It wouldn't be a fun thing to do because it would be easy.
True. Fun things are always hard.
It's like cooking. It takes a little practice, but...
It's fun. Let's get the hang of it.
And the funnest thing to do is to create things without a recipe.
And eat them. I like eating things.
You can just be as creative as you want. And if it doesn't taste good, just don't do that thing again. Whatever it was that you did.
Yeah, like maybe try removing something that you think made it taste bad. And then that still tastes bad. Don't do it. I was out of the camera. But I'm here. Oh, I keep getting out of the camera.
Alright, be back in a little bit. Adios.
Adios. Onions. Oh, weird. Okay, so we are going to add the broth, water, and bay leaf.
Into what?
In this cast iron skillet, which you can barely see on the camera because it's black. But it's here.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Or are we going to be dumping it right onto the stove? Because I'm pretty sure the viewers are going to figure it out. Pour in the water gently. Is it going on the stove? Can't tell, can you?
Magic.
Okay, go ahead and give me another 1/2 cup of water because we were short.
Okay, got it.
Put that in there. Let the onion get burnt.
No, my fault.
My fault. I think it'll taste good. A little bit of char
Let's
goes a long
dump
way.
this whole thing.
Whole thing. Keep glugging, glug.
Is it on the stove? No. Is it dripping down the counter? No. There's a cast iron skillet here.
Bay leaves, 1 going in. Hey, be careful when you cook with these to make sure you take them out because although they're not going to hurt you, when you swallow one, you can't chew it very easy and you can choke on it and get caught in your throat, especially for little kids. So you always fish them out when you're done. They're just for seasoning. Now we we have a little bit of white cooking wine, which will cook off. It's okay to put a little in there.
Yeah, like the alcohol will cook off. It's kid safe.
French cuisine always calls for a white cooking wine. Now we're going to put a topper on it, let it boil.
Now you can kind of see it.
These onions are coming along. Let's show them. They're starting to get translucent and caramelized.
Yeah.
They get kind of snotty.
It smells so freaking good in here.
Yeah, butter and onion. Ooh, it's a good combo. It's almost as good as onions and garlic.
Gaelic. Gaelic.
So we'll let that go a little bit longer.
I learned a tip about Gaelic where you cut it in half and then you put it down and then you use your top of the knife and you go pop. That gets all the like good flavors out.
We're gonna move our cheese to this cutting board. Who cut the cheese?
You. The first time I ever learned to cut the cheese, it was someone who was doing a cooking video.
You stay in the camera and keep stirring those onions.
There was someone in a cooking video and they were like cutting cheese to make a recipe and they were like, don't mind me, just cut in the cheese. It was a boy and I didn't know what it meant. And I came in and I was like, don't mind me, I'm just cutting the cheese.
1,
and then
2,
my
3.
Ow! Ooh.
You got our baguette. We're gonna get a bread knife.
Bread knife!
Bread knives have what's called a serrated edge. Be careful. Cut the ends off this guy. You want to cut these thick, 1 inch or 3/4 inch thick. And these babies are going on top with cheese on them. First, we're gonna stick them in the bottom of the broiler and toast them.
Daddy, can I eat the cap?
Yeah, you can eat it.
Yeah.
Keep stirring my onions, yo.
Daddy. Oh, that's the rest of my mouth. You know I will eat that later.
I'm gonna put some butter on one of these guys, the little ones. Eat it.
Put some butter on mine. I gotta keep stirring.
Stir around. Stir right up and get down. Stir around.
Oh,
Okay, I think these onions are good.
I love baguettes with butter. Baguettes by themselves are really delicious.
Go ahead and turn this down a little
French
bit.
people are lucky.
Lots of butter in French cooking. Man, we're from the South. And to say, whoop, whoop, we cook with a lot of butter down here too. And pig fat, bacon, lard.
Bacon.
Can't go wrong with bacon. We smoke. We don't smoke. We smoke pork butt.
And you use a smoker. You use a smoker like the furnace-ish thing.
Smoke ribs, smoke salmon, bacon, chicken, turkey.
Don't smoke.
Bad for your health.
Only smoke food, which is in the oven.
We're going to do a French trick, which is called deglazing the pan. So we put a little bit of white cooking wine in. You hear it popping.
I love that sound.
You give it a little bit to cook off. You stir it in. That gets all the bits and stuff and gets them ready. Let that cook for a minute.
Can I eat another one?
Yeah, you can have one more. We got it.
Yeah! I'm gonna butter it. Butter peas.
Hang it in there like a hair in a biscuit.
Biscuit. Baguette biscuit.
Now we're going to introduce some flour. What happens when I'm going to put flour in here?
It's gonna get thick.
Thicken up like a gravy.
Wait, is Scotland in the south?
Scotland is in Europe. It's by England.
Then you said we're Scottish.
No, I didn't say we're Scottish. We're Swedish.
Oh, darn it. Swedish. Is Sweden in the south?
No, it's actually in the far north of Europe. You know what they eat a lot of in Sweden?
What?
Reindeer, fish.
No! Not Spain!
Sven, Rudolph, all the good ones. All right, that's definitely thickening up. I'm going to go ahead and pull it off the heat.
I do really like Swedish pancakes, though.
Yeah, they are good. Put that down to low. Put that back on low. Now we're going to check to see if this one's boiling yet. Not quite. Gotta let that boil. Then we're going to take those onions and dump a roux into that.
We're actually doing it in reverse. You're supposed to dump the stuff into the onions, but our pot is not big enough for 7. Our pan is not big enough for 7 cups.
So here we go. Move this up in here, nice and slow. That's going to thicken up, make a nice broth. We're going to let that simmer for about, what do you say, 15, 20 minutes? All right.
USA. USA.
Balance it. Be back in a minute.
Okay, I'm gonna lightly butter one side of each baguette.
Turn on the broiler. The broiler is usually the bottom. It toasts stuff. It cooks really hot and fast. So we're going to use that as our big toaster to toast all these at once and melt the cheese on them.
Yes.
And I'll hit start. Yeah, we want it on low. So we're going to put the buttered side up and toast it. Then we're going to flip a roux and load the cheese on. We're going to make this 2 ways. We're going to make it like that and then stick them in the pot. We're also going to fill up one of these oven-safe cups and put the baguette thing in there, cheese it, and then toast it in one of these and see how that works. I actually have 2.
One for Mommy and one for Daddy. Mommy really wants to eat more of the carrot soup, but we said she has to wait for French onions, and then she can have more carrot soup.
That's right. You tell her what's up. Here, butter this for your brother. Boy, you got a butter in action going. Yeah, it's toast.
So you're not facing the camera?
I don't know. I keep telling her she needs to face the camera.
Well, I have to butter the baguette.
It's mostly pictures of the back of her head. Let me take that to Mackie, boy.
My ground. Slightly butter. Nice and buttery. I hope Mommy speeds this up. This is gonna take a second.
I'm gonna go ahead and cut some thyme with these golden scissors. Put some of this thyme in the soup. Why not? You know, I think it's time for the thyme. You know how to spell this kind of thyme?
No.
T-H-Y-M-E.
It's time to get really, really, really serious.
We're gonna have to test this, see if we need to season it. I'll need some salt and pepper. Not much.
But a little bit.
Maybe just pepper. We'll start there.
Last one. Buttering. Make sure you get it nice even spread. All done. Wait, don't have. Okay, all done. Buttering all
Let's go ahead and pop those in. We're gonna save 2 out for those cuppy thingies. Back it on up. Back her on up. Put these in here.
You're just putting them in there?
Mm-hmm. Put them right on the rack.
Dude, that one fell. It fell. It's falling. Toast. Smell the toast. Wait, how are you going to sprinkle the cheese on?
We're gonna flip them, then put the cheese.
Wait, what about these two?
Those are going on in the cups. We're gonna get some aluminum foil ready so when we flip them, I don't want that cheese to melt down and get in the oven.
Because it'll burn. I guess that's why I called probably for like the whole block.
Alright, let's throw these in here. And we'll melt these down with that. Then me and your mother can eat and you can wait. Alright, I'm gonna get some more cheese to grate.
I'll get the grater. Where'd you put the
I
grater?
got it right here.
Take the whole thing and just start.
They're gold!
Well, if they were gold, you want to be able to cut with them.
Why?
Because gold's soft. That's why when there's gold coins, people would bite them to make sure that they're actual.
Did you say it's cone?
No, it's not cone.
Big lump of knobs, it has juice.
It has the juices. I can't imagine a more beautiful thing. It's cone. It's cone. The big lump, it knobs. It has the juice.
It has the juice.
I can't imagine a more beautiful thing. We have chat. Thing. We have chat.
I can tell you all about it.
I mean, look at this thing. And then I tried it with butter, and everything changed.
Oh, we got butter up in this.
Lie. Tripod. Still not strong.
Alright, Lillykins, go ahead and put these croutons into
Sorry, tripods.
this one right here. Ooh, that's hot.
Just wrap them.
Yeah, in a circle. We're going to try to cover the whole top with croutons.
And use this.
No, like this, watch. Just go like bink,
Bink.
bink, bink,
Bink. Oh
bink,
no. Or
bink. You got it.
bink. Bink. There we go.
Okay, now
I'm gonna check.
we're cheesing it up.
Cheese, 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 cheese. What about the other two? What about the other two? There's
We'll
some.
put them in there too. We'll jam them in there. Oops.
Grate it. See in the back corner? Over there? He's cutting the cheese. He's grating it, but before he cut the cheese. I actually thought that was real for a second. No, how could you? Look at this thing.
Let me tell you all about it.
They changed. This one, the cheese is kind of melting.
Okay, check it on out. What you got down there?
I already did 5 seconds ago.
Just pull out those croutons.
But they're not even golden.
It's all right. We're going to put them in. This is ready to go. Put them right straight in.
Plunk. These will be the odd ones. Move. 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 Need to find room. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Code red. Code red.
That's
This
right.
one's gotten soggy.
It's all right. Here, let's sprinkle this on.
Okay, one of them's gonna be just down there probably. The little guy. The little guy. It's coming. So we have like a little more than we actually should have had. I want the little guy to stand up. I don't want him to sink through.
Okay, now we're going to throw him in.
Who's him?
That whole pot, open it up. This is going to be heavy.
Whee!
So we're going to have to scotch these over.
Those actually look pretty melted.
They're melting. We're going to melt all of this, and then we'll be ready.
Little guy's gonna sink to the bottom. Calling it now. Calling it. Did you have the time?
At the very end, we'll put it on as garnish.
Garnish. Wait, did you fish out the leaf?
Hmm?
You fish out the leaf?
No, but I'll do that before I serve it.
Okay.
I'll eat this cheese. Mmm.
Cheese.
Cheesy.
Okay, we'll see you
In a couple minutes.
yeah, when it's ready.
This is Lily's first French onion soup. It looks delicious.
It's my first soup. Actually, no, this is my second soup I've ever made because I made my first one, carrot soup.
Earlier today.
Yes.
And
Same day, same
it
time.
was so delicious. I wanted to eat more of it.
But yeah, Daddy said no, not until you eat some of this.
French onion soup. So
Yeah, and then if you're still hungry, you can have it.
yeah, I
but
probably will be because it was so good.
but yeah, you can't eat any until you eat this.
Okay.
We worked very hard on it. We had to put the cup in the oven, hence the plate.
Look at that. It looks so beautiful.
You put the cup in the oven, hence the plate. These are these are oven safe cups. We bought them from Aldi's.
Okay.
Or maybe it was Publix. I think it was Publix actually. But these are really, really. I haven't tried it, but I feel like this recipe is gonna be delicious.
I think so too. Okay, thank you.
Oh, I burnt it on the cup.
Gotta be careful with the cup. Bye.
Yeah.